Hey, favored ones. It's 11:11 on the clock if you want to make a wish. Welcome back to another collective reading. Come on in and take a seat at the round table and throw a few coins in the corner if you care to, in the wishing well. Alright, I have a few downloads for today before we get into it. And yeah, so for any of those who are new, welcome in, and if for any of those who are returning, hello. It is 33 on the clock when I said that. Today's exciting because we are now at 111 followers, so 111. I'm really excited and to see where it continues to take me, and I'm ever so grateful. So the fact that it was 11:11, I was like, you want to know what? Let's get up here and get going. I was like, I'll set up, but you want to know what? I'll just set up while you guys are looking. There we go. I just need to fix the camera just a little bit so you can see the cute little smile on the face. Okay, now that we done diddly, you want to know what? I usually have it pushed back a little bit more. That's what it is. Now you can see my beautiful face. Hello, favored ones. Hello. And for any of those who are new, over here on my channel with all these lovely favored ones, we do something called Welcoming Utopia, or Welcoming in Utopia, as most channels have a smoke cleansing or they will do sound cleansings. Here I like to sit in the embodiment of relief, inclusion, security, safe foundations, and just really bring that into the present moment and welcome that into our daily lives on a galactic or dimensional scale. So I have a few downloads, as I know you all enjoy. So I had a few downloads come through, and I'll give you the message, and then I'll give you how the downloads were given to me. People are being inspired by you at this time. So like, there are some people being inspired by you at this time, but there are also others on the flip side. So remember, this is general reading. It may not all apply. And also, since it's a general reading, it can apply to you. It can apply to someone happening to you, or vice versa. This could be the feelings and what you're doing and working through at this time in your healing journey. So there's the people who are being inspired by you, that there's also others who are trying to copy your happiness at this time, and it's a both telling sign that you are working on the work you're doing on yourself is noticeable, yet you feel a little sad, and you have that knowing feeling because you remembered what it used to be like before you've healed yourself enough to give yourself enough love and care, what it was like to try and mold yourself to try and obtain that happiness that other people seem to have and be out of reach. So for you, it's a little disheartening to watch others trying to, dress like you and act like you and hope, and you just are hoping that they're being their authentic self, and it's only that they're inspired by you and not because they're looking for happiness and outside validation and outside of themselves, which is love you find is within for authenticity. But yeah, but they're thinking that doing that will automatically bring the happiness and status among the friend groups that you have, when in reality, it takes work, networking, and showing genuine friendship and caring, and continuously showing up not only for them but for yourself, because if you're not being a good friend to yourself, how can you be a good friend to others? Sometimes that's not the case. Sometimes you're better to your friends than you are to yourself, but they still have to watch that, and that's still painful to be watching from the outside in and seeing a friend hurt. Sometimes you have to step away because of that. There are some people that you may have had to step away from. But Spirit wants to remind you that your original blueprint, and there is no shortcuts. So this will leave them with more work and confusion on who they are. So a lot of you may be feeling like you need to switch it up because you don't want to be like everyone else, when in reality you're being authentic to yourself. So Spirit's saying your truth is your armor. Much like with the sword of the Spirit inside Paul's scriptures, during the word describes the word of God and its role in spiritual warfare. Whereas people are trying to take your energy and, take it away from your table and your feast. It's a type of spiritual warfare. So, but it depicts an essential piece of the armor while embodying your truth. So when the word of God, Spirit, Universe is depicted often as an offensive weapon used in spiritual warfare against demons, the devil, and their schemes, scheming people. Standing in your truth and embodying who you really are and being authentic will show like that. It will show through, which is why I brought through the song True Colors, and it was mostly the lyrics. If this world makes you crazy and you've taken all you can bear, call me up, because I'll be there. Spirit's like, call me up, I'll be there. And I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors. And that's why they love you. That's why Spirit loves you, is because your true colors are constantly shining through you. A rainbow may be important to you in your journey. And so that a way that Spirit may talk to you through the sky, through serendipitous synchronicities with like animals and connection with nature, dreams may be your niche. It just depends on who you are. Some of you may be into tea leaf readings. Some of you may be into crystal ball readings. Some of you may be clairaudient and you hear it through songs. Some of you are mediums and you are literally walking around and giving people the messages when they need it, just at the right time. So if you're feeling like you're not doing enough or you need to switch it up so people know that you're genuine or authentic, people already know. They're gonna see them for the fool's gold that they are, and they're gonna see you for the real gold that you are, because fool's gold will be rigid because it's trying to fit into a mold that it's not meant to be in, whereas real gold it's bendable, it's moldable, it's forever growing and being shaped down to different sizes and shapes, but it's always authentic and it will always constantly be adjusting. So now I'm not saying if people are like changing up their styles or wigs, or if you change like your house decorations and stuff like that you're like fake or you're not being authentic. It's more so like with the download that I got was in Shrek 2, where both Shrek and Prince Charming are like having the worst time trying to pretend to be someone they're not. Like Fiona could tell right away, and so could her parents, and everyone else in the court could tell that something was off with this new Shrek. And with the personality, it's like not the potion couldn't have changed everything. So if you're thinking the formula for you cannot be copied, is what I'm getting, because they're not being authentic. If people are copying you and not in an inspired way, then they're gonna feel left confused and flustered on why it's not working and they're not getting the attention they want. Like Prince Charming, when he was like, why is Fiona not falling for me? I'm literally gorgeous. Why is this not working? And you may have people who are not used to getting turned down that you may have turned down, and now they're like pressed about it. But Donkey the whole time, no matter which body he was in, whether he was a majestic horse or a majestic donkey, he stayed true to his authentic character, and he thrived the whole time. He's like, I'm donkey now, but I'm a horse. I'm a stallion, baby. Some of you are turning into make stallions. Some of you maybe like horse girls or stuff. Or you're getting a new car, like you've upgraded and you're like, yeah, it's my new stallion, baby. I got a new car. I got a new ride. That's amazing. Some of you may be getting a new ride. It was also with like Lilo and Stitch when like they tried to make Leroy, and it was like exact same stats, the exact same aesthetic. You know, he was supposed to be able to take on Stitch no problem because he was created by the same blueprint. But it was like, it didn't matter anyway, because Stitch was still Stitch, and Stitch's experiences and journey are uniquely personalized to him. Same thing with reincarnation, when you're coming back here to Earth, like you can choose to live this same life over and over and over and over and over again. It will be the same exact blueprint. It will be your soul, but it will never be the same because the experiences will be different. The way it will plan out, what you chose to do, what you choose to do with your free will, because you have that blank slate. So if you feel you need to change things up, do so because you feel authentic, not because you notice that people are copying you and trying to like jack your steez. It's always gonna be you. It always has been you. And people are gonna feel your genuinity regardless. So just let them chase their tails is what Spirit is giving me. Let them chase their tails. True colors. Yeah, and some of you may be going through spiritual warfare or have gotten through the other side of spiritual warfare and are receiving more time of stability. You may have went through a lot of years, especially during a dark night of a soul. You may have been attacked easier during that time, and you have worked your way through that. And by telling your truth, you constantly knew what was happening to you. You defended yourself. You didn't let anyone else tell you what was what. Now this could be like actual spiritual warfare, or you could have been dealing with warfare in your life, like dealing with actual war that's going on around all over the place. Encampments being taken down in Canada, and the Indigenous peoples being oppressed for years, and there's a lot of it going on in the United States and all over the world right now. So you may be dealing with actual warfare, spiritual warfare that you may have gotten over with or going through with at this time. I just wanted your truth. Your truth is being your armor and guiding you at this time. Yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying that a lot of you have gone through to the other side, and now you're teaching other people how to do that, like how to get through tower moments. Yeah, 144. You're 4-4. You're bringing stability to the Starseeds. You are learning more about different ones that you're a part of. Placebo. I would swallow my pride. Lack of words would leave you empty inside. So yeah, not speaking up for yourself was leaving you feeling empty inside. And so now you're telling your story and bringing your truth forward. This could be a bibliography. This could be through journaling. Like, it doesn't have to be in a sharing way, but you are wanting to get your truth out regardless. So a lot of you are journaling. A lot of you may be singing your truth by like just covering songs. Some of you may be like remixing songs too, the ones that you resonate with. So 3 of Cups, yeah, time to celebrate. You've moved on from that. I feel like this isn't the worst that you've put up with. It's just someone copying you. It's a little bit annoying. Or if they're not copying you, they're trying to like smack your celebrations out of your hand, like your cup. Like, you may have someone gossiping and saying that you're not ready or not worthy of the abundance or the following that you have and the people who want to celebrate you. Maybe it's because you've glowed up really fast, or maybe it's just because they haven't seen how much work you've put in since the last time they witnessed you doing your art and skills. Let's say if you're a rapper, maybe someone says you're not ready enough yet, or like you're not on time and not ready for the stage, and someone wants to put you on, but someone says something like, or a family member who's upset because they've never seen generational wealth before, and you're starting to bring it in, and people want to move platform to platform just to keep like up with you and what you're doing. They're willing to like celebrate with you on different streams and cut the ways to fill your cup up. It's like almost like 3 different streaming sites, or like a collaboration together with a few other people. Or this is just celebrating yourself, like your whole journey. People may be upset with the way you celebrate your journey and are happy. People feel like you should like be complaining more, I don't know, or should, like, they're just surprised at why you're smiling and happy so much. Like, some of you have done the work though. You went to therapy, you are in therapy currently, and they just don't understand. And that's not for them to understand, it's for you to understand. But I see this here as almost like the lad, the fellow, and the old wise man, and like the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Yeah, you're really celebrating all 3 stages of yourself. Your higher self, your like physical self, and like your past, your present, future. Your higher self, your ego, and your physical self. You are coming together. You are coming together in celebration. Whew. Spirit, your channels today is very, very sporadic. There's a lot of energies going on here today, so hopefully it is coming out as needed. I trust in my messages. I trust in my messages. I love that it's 3 as in like 1, 1, 1, with the like it having 1, 1, 1 followers. Split to the stability. Yeah, some of you are splitting bills to reach stability, or bringing together a household and finances. Yeah, death, transformation. You have transmuted this energy that you are no longer needing, that is stagnant, that is bogging you down, that is like the thing is, people aren't noticing about your glow up and the way you are, your true colors. People aren't seeing the true colors of the fact that you've put in the work, you've put in the blood, sweat, and tears. It could be into making flowy dresses, or like super cool death metal, like cover art bands and stuff like that. It reminds me of like what you would do for art cover for a band's like album and stuff. Another horse, yeah, donkey, being your authentic self. Yeah, you are in the armor of your truth. Yes, you're transmuting all that BS and with the flower too. Oh, cool. A lot of you can be transmuting an addiction, whether it's from substances to foods. Here, because it kind of reminds me of a poppy. So like you could be, sorry, trigger warning. Some of you could have been dealing with an actual death from fentanyl or other hard drugs related to like heroin. Is that what poppy seeds is? Or you're part of a bakery and you love bagels with an everything bagel. Because yeah, some of you may be incorporating the squash family, or pumpkins and jack-o'-lanterns could be important to you as well. A harvest is coming in. The harvest that will last with the ivy going on here. Vines mean everlasting. So, and like fruit and like harvest, like squash family and stuff like that usually symbolize harvest and abundance. So abundance that is meant to last, especially with that, sorry, 4 wands that came out there earlier for stability. Yeah, some of you are like glowing up now that you've gotten into a relationship or out of a relationship, because I'm seeing like my exes and ohs, they haunt me. Like ohs, they haunt me. So you may have some like zombies coming up in your life here. That's like instead of ghosts where they like ghosts and go away forever, there's like zombies where they go away and then like they come back to like eat a little bit of your. It's different than energy vampires, because energy vampires are around constantly needing a fix, but the zombies are like, oh, did you forget about me because I haven't got over you? It's like, let me get over you, die. Why go bang with the stick, get off of me, zombie. So yeah, yeah, decorated in your truth. You are decorated in your truth. The Black Knight. The Black Knight was the only one that didn't want to sit at the round table with everyone else. He wanted to venture constantly. So a lot of you may not click with a coven, or you may not partake inside of the crew. Like you may go and show support and over messages and like leave little like love notes of memes and stuff like that, but you may be more so like you may go out for events, like to go to shows, but they'll invite you to the after parties and you're not the one type to want to go for after parties, or like it doesn't have to be like the club scene either. You could just be like the same thing with like there's a bunch of the work crew that get along really well, and then after you close down shop at the restaurant, you're not the type of one that wants to go and sit around and go for drinks and stuff like that. You're like, I want to go home, I want to play my video games, I want to love my cat, let me go, or my dog, or my ferret, you know, like just let me go. It's like Andre with at the fence being like, let me out, like, I did my time and I want out. But yeah, that's how I feel like you feel about it sometimes when your social battery is like going down, like the sun is going down and it looks like the sun's going down in the back, like your social battery is running out and you're like, just want to go. So that may be why you're like you look like this with people like copying. You're like, can you not? But people who know you and authentically see you are gonna see you for gold that you are, the real gold. Like, they're like being fool's gold, and they're like, can I copy you? And you're like, no, I'm armored in my truth. And if you can see, it kind of looks like gold, whereas fool's gold will be more shinier, like, but like, it's real gold. I don't know. I love the synchronicities, and I hope that y'all love it too. It's almost like never-ending story. Anyone who's gonna be fake is not gonna make it through those sphinxes. Like over here in the back, it reminds me kind of the two sphinxes, and he's got to walk through and prove that he's authentic. So you will move to the next chapter because you're being authentic. Well, they stay on the same page because they haven't written anything else besides someone else's homework into their journal. But besides that, can we move on to a different topic besides that? Because honestly, I don't think it's worth even worrying about that much. But at the same time, I wanted to reassure you, like, you're authentic. Just because someone else is doing the thing you're doing doesn't mean you have to change yourself to be different again. You'll wear them out chasing you, but you'll also wear yourself out giving them the attention and the time of day. Ooh! Ooh! I'm gonna keep it. Oh, not this one, the top one that was showing me, because as per normal, I wonder if it's my friend watching. One of my friends, way to cope is by laying on the ground and laying and getting more grounded. So a lot of you, during this time, while you may be feeling a little off-centered because of the attention that you're getting and you may not be used to it, more grounding in yourself. Fall back into yourself and trust that you're moving in authenticity. And though for those who aren't, then grounding yourself and looking within will be a good step in finding what your true center of the universe is. You know, you are the sun. You are an energetic force. Yeah, you're a radiant sunbeam, okay? Don't let you shine bright far. Did you see that? How it like looks super low when you're looking and like, it's so bright. But yeah, the Empress fell on the floor whenever I had to give a reading for that friend's individual. So, if you're watching, hello. For all of my friends who are watching, hello. You're all my friends. A lot of you might enjoy karaoke because that song always reminds me of karaoke, although you may like tequila. You may be Mexican. You may play the instrument or learning to play the instruments as well, or you're learning how to sing, or enjoy karaoke, like I said, or the environment that that you feel most authentic is on stage performing. You may be covering up your crown chakra at this time for those who are dealing with spiritual warfare. Like letting love energies out. Like it's giving me Care Bear stare. You know? Let Shrieky and what's his name? Either way, let them sleek off in the corner, constantly spying on the Care Bears, finding what they're doing, and they're just living their lives. A lot of people may enjoy watching what you do on social media. You may post about your daily things, and people enjoy watching that. If you haven't, then this may be your calling to do so. If you've thought about wanting to do that, where you're like, I want to do those TikTok trends, or I want to start making recipes and showing them online, or I want to show people how to do a cross stitch, or I want to do bedtime readings, ASMR, you know, all those types of things, and really project it out there into the universe is causing it to flourish. Like when life gives you lemons, make a lemon pasture, you know, like a whole farm, like make a whole enterprise. Don't just make lemonade, I make an enterprise. So yeah, for some of you, you could turn, or alchemists, you turn a shit situation into a empire, into a dynasty. Nurturing energy. Ooh. Good. Mother Nature's mothering love from the universe, Gaia, and the divine feminine. Fertility, love, self-love, healing, compassion, creating a path that is healing to yourself and for others. Unbridled creativity. Yeah, you are unbridled. Some of you might like peanut brittle, or the princess bride. Anyone want a peanut bird? Anyone want a peanut? Some of you may be poets, because that scene is where he's like rhyming. He's like, no more rhyming. A lot of you may have rhymes for days. Some of you may not be able to stop yourself. That you really love freestyling. You really just can't help yourself. You're a poet and can't help it. Like, you're a poet and you know it. Once you get going, you just can't stop. Yeah, but you have unbridled creativity. People are constantly impressed with your creative endeavors and your determination to take time for yourself and put it down and let everything flourish around you and come back to it when it's ready. Dripping with creation. Ooh. The Empress strolls gracefully in her garden of ideas. She whistled tones of sacred geometry. So yeah, I was saying music lessons there and vocal lessons. Some of you may be able to do whistle tones. is the next thing you may be looking into, or you use light language to create content and create art. Create art with sacred geometry. So some of you may be using light language and Reiki at this time to create art and heal. She whistles tones of sacred geometry and spirals, her voice in a beautiful new pattern and timelines. Seeds spark, plants begin to shoot, and from somewhere across the distance she hears the voices of singing children who are dancing their future to life. Smiling, she pulls back her hood and showers their path with new energy. Yeah, some of you may be human design generators. You can look that up online, find out what your human design type is. Planets, worlds, lives, and love spiral out auspiciously from her starseed core, and they spiral out to you. You can access this ancient creator energy and birth your creations from your most readily available resource, love. You are made of the same fairy dust and shapes of the elements that originated from the deep within her Big Bang heart. Use her muses to bring our most exquisite vision into being. Her golden seeds are, after all, everywhere. Or wait, did you think those seeds were lemons? She muses. What a wonderful, perfectly good day for some lemonade. All the creative and all the dreams, bubbles and muses from earth. Life full of creation, she flows from the seams, spilling and brews of birth. Yeah, so some of you may do brews, you may create potions, you may create actual like libations. Some of you may work as a bartender, creating different tonics. So yeah, your readily available resources, love. So while they're trying to copy your homework, which takes energy, you're getting it straight from the source. Love for yourself and what you do, and for the others, and that you show kindness to. So yeah, if anyone was worried about, for those who were worried about it, don't worry about it. Underneath, awakening is the energy. Yeah, a lot of the energy could be due to Black History Month and showing how a lot of people of their ideas were copied and who the original inventors were, and the truth is coming out as well is another message that I'm getting here, because the truth of the matter is coming out and showing the ancestors are getting to live out their dreams through you being authentic. And some of you may no longer be like dyeing your hair to try and be blonde, or straightening your hair, and you're letting it be natural and authentic. And a lot of you could be because it shows, and it like reminds me of like makeup and not makeup. Some of you may have the skin different skin conditions where what is it called again? Where you have like different colors at certain parts. Excuse my ignorance. We'll look it up after again. Different pigmentations across the skin. I'm not sure what the condition is called, but you may have that, and before you used to cover it up, and now you're just knowing that it's authentic and beautiful to you. Some of you are finding your shade that you finally are and giving makeup a go as well. Like, it's changing for everyone. Everyone is embodying their authenticity in different ways. Some of you may do what is it? Face painting and like body painting and body art as well, is what I'm getting from this. Awakening to your divine nature, judgment, facing the music, ascension, accepting and forgiving your beautiful soul. Rising above the clouds, we find clarity in ourselves, in our past, in our actions. The key to this judgment, this awakening, this reckoning of the heart and memory is to be able to dish out radical self-compassion and forgiveness. See yourself as a beautiful spark of inspiration that you are. You are divine, love, mystery. And when you open yourself up to this beautiful truth, you will see that your flaws are rooted in your humanness, beautiful soul, bright shining light. Awaken to the magic you possess in your heart and see your past as an incredible lesson that it is. A history of beautiful and broken things that have brought you right here to this moment, to this place where you can bear witness to your own magnificence, to where only judgment can be laid down is by your own honest heart, and where forgiveness of spirit is the remedy to your beautiful future. What we are but ashes, fire, water, and air, laced with pure magic, and dust with a prayer. Dust in the wind. Yeah, but you got judgment here as well, which is both the same cards. So judgment coming through, awakening and finding out who you are with no judgment. You were looking past on yourself with no judgment, but usually through a spiritual awakening from a Kundalini awakening or, awakening after a dark night of the soul, is to look through all of your life, and it'll show you in different ways, showing times when you had good times where spirit took care of you and loved you, and the times where they gave you grace and love and understanding of why you chose to do things in that moment the way you did, and why you would never do that in the future. And that's progress. So congratulations all of you on your progress, and thank you for letting me read your energy, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. So without further ado, remember to eat, hydrate, rest, and have fun. All right, bye.